When I say this is the kind of dish you will not stop eating, believe me, I mean it in every single way. You will not stop eating. Firstly, I'm not going to take credit for this particular recipe because it's entirely my mom's. It is so easy to make. It's only a few ingredients, but it's so delicious. For years and years, we all simply crave for this particular dish. And today I'm going to show you exactly how I'm doing it. Okay, here I have about medium to large shrimp or prawn, whichever you want to call it. Now I've already cleaned this, but I'm just going to show you what I did. We're going to leave the shells intact. Just slide the scissors right at the top and remove the veins. That's it. So the shell, it kind of has a slit on top, so it's easy later for eating. Now to this, I'm going to add turmeric. Remember, all the ingredients are actually going to be in the description. We're going to add turmeric, a little bit of chili powder, and a little bit of paprika. Paprika is going to give color, additional color, to this particular prawn dish. Then you're going to add a little bit of salt, just to season. And now mix this very, very well. Remember, this is the kind of dish you remove the head, but you want to retain the shell for additional flavor and taste, and also to keep the shape intact. Here I have about 3 cloves of garlic, about 1.5 inch size of ginger, and a medium onion. We're just going to chop the onions very roughly. Reason being, we're going to blend this in a chopper. Now add this to a chopper or a blender. Add just a little bit of water. Just 4 or 5 tablespoons will do. Now cover, blend it into like roughly a rough paste. Something like this. Okay, now we're also going to use 1 medium tomato. Medium or large tomato, doesn't really matter. Just chop them up roughly as well and keep them aside. As for lemon, we're just going to use about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now, heat up a pot or a pan, add a little bit of oil, and go in with the paste that we blended. You're going to cook this on low to medium heat. Add a little water to your chopper and add that in. But we want to take off all the raw taste of the onions, garlic, and so on. So just stir them, saute them, let them simmer. This will probably take you about at least 5 to 6 minutes. You're just going to saute them very lightly. Once you see the water has reduced a lot, now here you can go in with your turmeric, chili powder, and also paprika. The reason I add paprika is to give color to the dish. And chili powder, you adjust according to your preference. Because at the end of the day, this dish that I made, it's going to be spicy, has a kick of spice, but also the tomato kind of mellowed it down. You're going to saute this. You want to bloom the chili powder. So you're going to saute this, but remember, we don't want to burn this. So saute on medium to low heat for a few minutes. About 3 to 4 minutes, then go in with your tomatoes. Now the tomato is going to add additional liquid to this dish, so you don't have to worry this part about it getting burnt. Just continue to saute for a little while, then go in with some water. When it comes to water, adjust accordingly. I add little at a time because firstly, I don't want to dry up the dish. Secondly, we want to create a sauce, but this is kind of a dry dish, so you got a thick sauce over, not too watery. The water will evaporate as you go, and now you can add in salt and pepper, black pepper. Adjust the salt and black pepper according to your preference. Continue to saute this. Add water as you go when it keeps drying up. After a few minutes, give it a taste to adjust salt and pepper. I need a little more salt, so I'm adding it in. A little more water, not too much of salt, because remember our prawn has got little salt, so we're going to do another test at the end. Just press down the tomatoes. You notice this is like a kind of a thick paste, not too watery. Now go in with your prawns. Remember, the prawns won't take too long to cook, so we're just going to stir this to combine. Let it simmer. Remember, the water is enough to just sort of cover it. Now cover the prawn dish for just about 2 to 3 minutes. Open up, mix them. The entire prawn part of the cooking is only going to take you about five minutes. That's it. You don't want to overcook it. Okay, just stir everything together. Notice I've got a very thick paste. If you want it a little more watery, add a little more water. Do a final test to adjust for salt or pepper. Now, when it comes to the chili part, add as you wish. If you like it really spicy, you can also add more chili powder. If you like it less, add less. Now, the final part here, turn off the heat. Go in with lemon juice, about 2 tablespoons. Just mix enough to combine. Add some chopped parsley and serve. I don't know how to explain to you how delicious this dish is. Firstly, it's so simple. Secondly, it is extremely delicious. On this particular day, I had it with rice and a stir-fried okra on the side with some papadums. It's also the kind of dish when you have gatherings, you can make this like a standalone dish with other dishes. This also goes perfect with just a glass of wine on a really nice weekend evening, something spicy, and when you have that white wine, it's so perfect. If you make this for your guests, believe me, they will not stop eating. So I hope you really enjoyed this one. It also goes perfect with rice and veggie on the side any time of the day. And as usual, I will see you on the next one.